Hey guys, this is a replay of my last game I had. This is not me. Let's go to all of it. So yeah, this is me, and for this game I went Britain. My friend went Europe. He didn't have another country in Europe, so I went Abstract. And my other friend went, I believe it was Japan. So in this game, there isn't much fighting. Until the industrial era, which then it's only little skirmishes, and it ends pretty quickly once you get to it. So yeah, let's get right into it, and let's just see what happens here. So for now, I'm just going to create a lot of workers. I believe I had 60 to 50 workers at this point, and you can see all the houses I have down here. So I'm looking for it's not going to be a very fast start, but it's just going to be very good for the long run. So I believe I get to industrial, and then I quit. And please forgive me for not being able to speak properly. This is my first video, and I'm really excited about it. So, but also very nervous. So yeah, you can see I get a lot of them on resources first because I'm creating houses, and I know you should get a lot of them food, but now I think I switch over in a bit, and so I don't need too much food right now, because if we open up the fucking door here, yeah, so my friend is here and my other friend is down here, so I'm not worried about an invasion right now. But I do send down my scouts, which will happen soon, I think. Let's see, where is it? So they send down their scouts, or up their scouts a bit earlier than mine, which that is my mistake. I probably should have sent mine down way earlier. Usually I send them down around the start, but as you can see, we're 2 minutes in, and we still don't have any, we don't know where anyone is. So, well, that's okay, normally, because you don't need to know where someone is until you're going to attack them, and since it's Stone Age, we're just getting materials and things up. So now you can see I changed my focus from resources all the way to food, and I'm going to move my temple to here so I can get a better grip on the forest. And I have multiple iron here, I have multiple nodes of iron here, so at this point I'm thinking I'm going to go for Europe, because I have a really good forest around here, which I can see if I turn on the Fog of War. I can still see some of this forest here, and I definitely know that I have some down since I moved my scout. So yeah, we can pretty much see everything in our immediate territory, which is very nice. And we know we have an iron down here because our scout passed it. We also know that, so I believe our scout should have gotten, so our scout actually, I don't know where our scout went, but I'm pretty sure he went, if we look at the map, around here. So let's zoom back in, and I'm going to speed this up a little bit. As you can see, my workers are getting onto this forest instead of this one, because that's just a lot closer, and now we're making some good progress onto Europe. So it was, at the end I had 52 workers by Europe, and we're 4 minutes in, which is not the best time, but it's certainly a good time. And now you can see me making a bunch of stuff. And by the way, we did have double pop, so that's why I don't need to make many pop upgrades. But I still do, because I want my army big, I want lots of resources, and so I built a bunch of barracks here, so I'm building 5 right now, and I'm just going to get a bunch of spearmen down. And if you look at it, my food situation is definitely improving a lot, but also my other resources, and that's very good because now I'm going into Iron Age with 65 workers, 2,000 food, 2,500 resources, 2,500 wood, and 800 metal, which means I can immediately go into what's it called, Middle Ages, which you can see now because I have a lot of resources. And so now that this is run out, now that this one is run out, we're going to go over here and we're going to see good progress. Okay, so I'm going to put the speed back to normal so we can see everything happen in intricate detail. Now you can see we have about 16, or I think it's 25 actual spearmen, which we're going to upgrade them into pikemen. And we're not going to go far from early Middle Ages for a little bit. So you can see my friend creeping up on me here with his territory. He probably got some towers and possibly a territory upgrade. Now I made a huge mistake here and I didn't make anything in my guide hall so now I go for explore the area, and I go for extra homes first because I'm planning to make a huge military, because I'm a little bit frightened that he's just creeped up on me like that. And you can see his tower here, so I believe I make a trebuchet to destroy it. And let's speed this up a bit. So you can see that their territory is huge while mine isn't, which is a bad thing, because now they can see all of their territory and I can only see this little sliver. So they can see all the way up to me and I can't even see them. Now I have a good amount of 26 pikemen. I believe I'm making a lot more soon. I'm going to speed this up so it's a lot less boring. Okay, so now I begin building towers because I'm really concerned since he can see all of my pikemen, most of my workers, and most of my forts. And I don't build those houses because I realise I just need to upgrade these ones. So I start building these, but then destroy them, destroy all of these, and destroy this one. Now I start realising that I should probably get some territory back and should probably start destroying these towers. So that's why I have built a forge here, which allows for the construction of a complex block system, which provides access to the trebuchet, which is a still like a catapult that you place down. It's very good. It's probably one of the best catapults in the game. And now, you see that I have so many workers on food that I have to make 2 farms, which sometimes is actually quite good, because if you see them circling here, then I can have more food per second. And yeah, look how much my food's going up. Let's put the speed down. And now we have the trebuchet here, but the trebuchet I didn't think it fired until I had someone here. So since I had workers in access and I didn't want to make anything or anger anyone, I just sent my worker here, and I let him. I sent another one down here because I realised the trebuchet wasn't attacking anything, and the tower was attacking my workers on the stone. So now the trebuchet went. It hit again, and it was a bit too close to be hitting all the time. So I just had to pray that it hit, and luckily it did most of the time. And you can see another trebuchet shot there, it hit, and this guy over here was really good at dodging all the arrows from the tower. So I moved him close, trebuchet hit, and it didn't hit then, so I just had to try hold that worker. Now I used another worker because, as I said, I had spares. So Trebuchet hit again, and that should be the end of it in 2 more hits. So now 10, or not 10 minutes in, but a few minutes in, we have a lot of, so we're going late Middle Ages soon. We have a lot of pikemen. Let's see the numbers. We have 50 pikemen, and we have a good trebuchet here to take care of the towers. Now you can see my territory upgrade, and my front territory is actually down there too, which is not too good. So my territory upgrades there. I still haven't gotten any I still haven't gotten the see your territory upgrade, so that's going to be a bit annoying, but currently we are grand. And so we have this trebuchet here. We have all of our resources. We're making big banks. We're making stonks. We started upgrading. Now, I was very dumb here, because I let people creep up on me, even though I could defend them. That's not a good move, because normally you won't be able to. So, you never know what anyone's going to do. You have to know where they're coming from. So, if I was actually playing smartly here, I'd have all of this. And probably most of this. But I went for a naval approach in the late Middle Ages. So we'll see that. Now the game ended too quickly because we got bored and moved on, but we still have some little skirmishes to happen. Let me speed this up until I get to the late Middle Ages. And there we go. So late Middle Age was acquired. Now we have everything we need to start building some ships. We just need a few ports, or piers, as some people call them. So still, I haven't gotten any upgrades on seeing my territory. So that will be the bit up to me. I probably should have moved a bit of my workers over here, since I had plenty of food. But currently, I'm good in resources, good in metal, and I can make it to the industrial era, but I don't for now. So in this game, like I said, I went to industrial Britain, and I got a few dreadnoughts, and just kept them at my base, because people were starting to attack me. Now you see, I probably could have gotten these towers and his workers, because War Selection is all about war, it's literally in the name, but I played a bit too passively for my liking. So if this game carried on, it would probably be blue here that would win. So let me undo the fog of war, and let's see what everyone else has. Yeah, so blue went to, what's good? Blue went Western Europe. Now, I think they are late middle now, but they kept a bunch of Iron Age troops and Landsknecht. And now, let's see, Red went Eastern Asia, and he just got a bunch of archery things, or ranges, as they're called. So now we see that Blue's actually looking for more resources, and I feel they need more iron. So they're coming down, or maybe they're building a few more towers, a few parks down there. So now we should start to see some pier building action, so I'll speed that up. Oh, there are the timers. So yeah. So 35 minutes in the game, we finally get some piers, and we we see that blue is actually so close to our territory, which I allowed to happen because if you look at the Fog of War, I still haven't gotten the territory upgrade. So we'll see it now. I got another population upgrade, which they're good, but they're not the best. So I start getting musketeers, and I can make grenadiers, but I don't because I don't have anything viable to attack with them. So now I start making some bombardier ships because I feel like controlling the oceans would be a big plus. And there's probably an island down here somewhere, I'm thinking, but I can't see it yet. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's remove the Fog of War and see what everyone else is doing now. So we can see that blue still has heavy spearmen, axemen, which are really good for their time, but they also have Landsknecht, which are also really good. And we see that we have Landsknecht coming in now. Just one, which I think is a little bit of trolling. And as you can see, they have so much health, they have so much damage, they have so much armor. It's crazy. So we see that this one, let's just watch this battle. We see this one not even flinch for all of these guys, and it actually took me a few shots from a dreadnought. Or not a few shots, but it took me dreadnoughts to destroy these guys, which should say something. They're really expensive, you shouldn't make too much, but if you do, and the enemy's not prepared for it, you can do a lot of damage. So now we see, I got my piers down, I got my ships down, and I got some more territory. So now I believe I still can't see anything. That's really crazy. But I can see most of my territory through workers and everything. But if we remove the Fog of War, you can see my guys are coming down. They actually have workers here, so that'll be good. And so they started moving away. They got a little suspicious, and are probably going to focus on that stone right there. So blue got trebuchets. I have trebuchets. We all have trebuchets except for red, which can't get any. But I believe red's going. Yeah, so red's in the late Middle Ages, and I'm going into Britain right now. So let's speed up until my ships get there, and we'll see in the skirmishing. Okay, so as you can see, my ships start bombing anything they can find, start bombing his gates. Now, red doesn't know if I have any troops to go in. They start using their arquebusiers. They have so many that they can actually destroy one of my ships. So I stay out of range and attack them from the range that they can't even reach me. So now I go in range, which you can see they start attacking my things. And if you see here, they do so much damage. So I start attacking them, they attack me again, so they do half of my ship's damage, which is insane. So that's one ship destroyed, and that's another ship almost destroyed, but luckily I got through to them, and I now retreated with 2 ships left, 1 ship badly damaged as well. So, or no, 3 ships left and 1 badly damaged. I start pushing in, they only have 5, what's the worst that can happen? But now I keep my distance because I have learned my lesson from how much damage they just did. And now I have a bunch of musketeers, and I think I deleted my... No, I didn't. I have a bunch of pikemen too, so if anyone tries to attack me, they will be... yeah, they'll be stumped. So now blue got to abstract first, and they also made heavy knights, which have a lot of health, have a lot of speed. Now As you see, they have mortars here, and they have more guns and gunmen. So I just keep my distance. I retreat now, and we'll speed it up until we get to Great Britain. So now we're at Great Britain, and we don't have many resources, but what we do is start upgrading the piers, because I really want to start getting some big dreadnoughts. I don't go for any submarines, I don't go for any trawlers, because I want to do heavy damage to his wall and to his men. So I move my ships up. I have 6 ships now. I start upgrading my piers, and also I start getting a bunch of I start focusing on resources now, and yeah, so after I get the dreadnoughts, I get 1 at a time, and then 2 at a time once I get enough resources. So now at this case, if we were, so this was not a good play by me. I still don't have the seeing upgrade, so yeah, so if you're gonna get it, sorry, no, if you should get it, but if you get it, get it in the early eras, because it's very stupid if you don't. Don't be like me. So we have 50 pikemen against their armies of tons of pikemen, axemen, Landsknechts, which I think that's 15 there, and then heavy knights, which are really expensive, but they do a lot of damage, a really big amount of damage. And we also have, what's that, hand cannons, not mortars, but they can upgrade into light charge mortars if you go Japan. So now we get a bunch of dogs here, and we're going to start making some dreadnoughts as soon as we get enough resources, which we should get soon. Let's see. Okay, we're going to speed this up until we start getting a bit of ships. Okay, so we start getting some dreadnoughts up. We get 1 at a time only, because as I said, they are very expensive. And now we don't even need, I was planning to make this into the main thing and just use tractors, but didn't have enough time for factories, because we decided to play something else. So now we have a bunch of shooting ranges. We have a royal shooting range, which we can get grenadiers, and we also have a fort. So we upgrade all the things. We get all the guys into actual things. So now we can see this huge battle here, which Blue's army totally ravages Red's army, and we have just retreat, not doing too much, which is a smart strategy. So now they look like they're running after me, but little do they know, I do have dreadnoughts and I have things on the ocean to help me ward off them, because the only thing they can do really is go around here, and that means that they'll be in range of my dreadnoughts. So I use some of my workers to lead them away. So Red lost, Red quit, and it's just me and Blue. So as you can see, my forces get ravaged, and if I didn't have these dreadnoughts and everything, I would be toast. So even the trebuchet gets involved, and the Landsknecht finally fall. So that was a good game. So Blue won there. I didn't. We both quit, but I just quit a little bit earlier. So thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to hit subscribe or whatever, and just I hope you have a wonderful day. See you.